gonna go ahead and play some Madden 19. Gotta defend my title today. Going against a little division rivalry, the 49ers. He pulled off the big upset last night, knocking out the #1 seed. So we're gonna see how it goes. But you know, I done beat him twice. But this dude is an impatient nigga, like to rush people. He do all that shit talking to the group chat, you know, just for a fucking L. It's tragic, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's tragic, bro. It's tragic, man. I'm trying to tell you, it's tragic, bro. I've never seen a person who will cry, nigga, who will rushing me to play. Nigga really there rushing me to play, bro. Like that's crazy. Yeah. Send this nigga the fucking invite. This nigga like to rush people. He's just impatient. 49 is so impatient. Nigga, I bet you if I didn't want to play him this morning, bro, he was gonna try to ask cry about first one so he don't have to play me. But you know, it's whatever though. Play him real quick. I get ready for work. But last night, I streaked last night as I defeated the Packers 38-0. You know, it was a good game for us. It wasn't offense and defense wasn't clicking for him. But he had a good little squad, so hopefully he'll be back next season. But as my record, I'm 13-3. I really should be 15-1. The only loss was to the Cowboys. I lost by 3 to him. And I got a sim loss because we wasn't able to play. And I think I ended up losing to the Lions, but I mean I already clinched my division, so like I really didn't care as much. It was just like, oh, I'll just play him just to play. And I was just trying some new shit, so but yeah, man. Text this nigga. Oops. Oh boy. Yeah, all he do, he just like to spam blitzes, and that's all he do. He spam blitzes all day. So, he claims his defense is real good, but it's really not. It's just you just spam blitzes all game, you just hope and pray they get there. That's what bums do nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, Madden 20 gonna be better. Fix all them blitzes. If you blitzing every player, eventually your defense got to get tired, bro. They shouldn't be still having full energy. That's just point blank into the period. And then this nigga, the 49ers, he like to steal people plays. So if you watching, bro, do not lie with this person. Just do not play this 49ers. He will steal your plays in a heartbeat. He steals shit. If you show him something, he taking it from you. He's taking it off your hands, and he gonna use it against you and claim that he did it by himself. Like, no. And that's just sad. You really gotta steal other people's shit. You that trash at the game, you gotta steal somebody else's plays, bro. You like, grow the fuck up, kid. Nigga's just sad. But let's just hope. Last season I went undefeated, bro. Perfect, 19-0, Super Bowl champion and all. So I'm glad I had the bye week. Unfortunately, I am the #2 seed since the Cowboys beat me, so he was the #1 seed. He was undefeated until he lost to the 49ers, and then the playoffs he lost to the 49ers again, and here we are trying to defend my throne. If 49ers know what kind of defense I like to run, he knows, but I mean, it is what it is. So, mute myself. Y'all enjoy the show.
Up past the 30 to the 31. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. No. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ain't no pausing, nah. Bring your ass on, boy. Bring your ass on.
Versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 I know he ain't got it.
They'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Gun! 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 We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Gun! Gun! Gun!
Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter. Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown. And that last one, that hurts.
Double tight, guys, double tight. On. 5, set.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown LA. David Johnson, 89 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6. And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Raekwon McMillan in to drop him behind the line, and that's a loss of a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Come on out here. Come get it.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, we are set. Lady.
Carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Set. Lady.
On second down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Zebra. They go here. Tag 53. Tag 53. They 4 down. Tag 53.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A good pick up there at 22.
Kill. Detroit.
They will play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Check. Patriot.
Yeah, there we go, baby. Run harder as the game gets longer, baby.
Gun. Over. Gun.
They'll set up to throw.
I'm going back to you.
And he's got his man on the comebacker. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Mixon with a first down carry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDaniel. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Set! Green 39.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Set! Blue 60!
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Set! Blue 80! 56 is the mic.
And off now, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
Block it! Zebra!
Check 31.
Zebra!
Hey, check.
10!
Hey!
Motion!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his target. That's Moore. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
We got set. Blue 80.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Being chased out left. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Jumbo, jumbo. Zebra.
Watch 16.
Now it's Stafford.
Let's get off the field.
This is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. Skirts by to the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a play fake here on first down. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Gun! Here we go. Gun!
Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Zebra! 21!
After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Deuce.
Hey, tag 50 left.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On second and 10, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here. 22!
5 down. Stand up in.
Hey, 70! Middle!
56.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Good footwork at the 30. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check me out. We got 3 down.
Now a handoff. Johnson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Block it.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Feel set, little lady. What are you hot?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 15. Check 15.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey,
Feel set. Yellow 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Two times. Hey.
Set. White 80. White 7.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A chance to really cap
21.
off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Double tight.
What are you hot?
Hey, we got 4.
maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
4 down, check. You go set, little lady.
Check your hot read.
White 7.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
4 down. Check.
Hey.
He goes to you.
Go here.
Comes to me, it's me.
Hey, go here. Zebra.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
11. Hey, go here. 4 down, tag 50.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 34 yards there at a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22. Set.
180.
On second down, here's Stafford. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McDaniel. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDaniel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
Now let's go.
So even though he caught it, he could turn it into much more.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
Here we go
as a
now.
lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. You.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Three down.
Drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers get a score closer. And he puts it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on second down. Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
22! Hey, go here!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey, go here!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
21!
Stafford on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
32! 21! Jumbo, set! Hey, give me radar.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford, he's going to loft one. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 44 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Shreds the tackle. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, 4 down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
What we got?
And this will be incomplete.
Crack down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more
All right,
careful.
now, lucky
Yeah,
56.
fortunately for him,
Lucky
got a
56.
couple more downs to play with.
Motion, watch.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flush. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
You ready?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down.
Set. Yellow 20.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Tack 32. We go set. The lady.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Raekwon McMillan bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
Mike's 5'9".
Detroit!
You're not ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Set. Red 80.
Johnson running left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Double tight.
Omaha, ready, blue.
Check. 4 down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Go here. Hey, red.
3 down.
0. 10.
I need one over here. I need one.
Tag 52. Let's go.
Check 3.
From the 50, Stafford. Henry's got it out on the left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, well, you know how much coaches love right after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete to Burnett. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Alright, thank y'all for watching. This nigga just got his ass clapped, bro. I had to do what I had to do. Take care of business as usual. This dude like to talk shit. He got his ass clapped. So just look at this. This man is pathetic, yo. This man is just pathetic. Oh man, I have to get ready for work. This is a good day, man. That's a good win. Smack his dumb ass before going to work. Oh, if he could pick up that block, would have been straight. 178 yards, boy. That's crazy. The Rams better learn to start spamming blitzes on me, bruh. Cover 3 ain't gonna help you, dog. I'm telling you. Cover 3 is just not gonna help you. You gotta find something else, bro. Make adjustments. That was really straight up the gap, cause he didn't touch nobody. That's crazy. Just oh boy. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. 200 rushing yards, kid. Shaking my head, boy. Oh Lord. Triple double sack. Oh, again. Shoo! Shoo! Oh Lord. Oh look, 949ers don't want to respond to the group chat. Oh, that's crazy. Man, this game been over since the first quarter. That's how long it's been over. Man. Now the Jaguars and the Chiefs, that's gonna be a showdown. That's gonna be a good ass game. That's gonna be a bomb ass game. I'm gonna watch that bitch while I'm at work if they playing today. Watch that shit while I'm at work. Making my way through the hood, sipping these yak. 49ers got blown with the Mac. Black yak. Ah man. No. You didn't expect me to run the ball 30 times. If you can't stop the run, man, why would I? Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Let's try this up. Fuck off my field, bum. I should have danced on his bum ass. This game should have never taken place. Look at this, dominated the whole game. This game should have not taken place. One day look like the Bucks and the Raiders Super Bowl game, if you ask me. If you score one more time. Shaking my head. Oh man. Fuck, I gotta go to work. I don't feel like going. He thought some peace, y'all. I'm not hammering the button. I don't need to hammer the button. 60%, not for 15. He's got more touchdowns than interceptions. Nigga threw 1 touchdown and 8 interceptions? Nigga, get the fuck out of me. He scored. He scored. He should have had more touchdowns than that, but it's whatever. D Moore. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was gonna say. Oh. But who the fuck, like, really does score though? I done scored so damn much, bro. I done forgot who the fuck actually scored. 14, 21. Oh wait. Sam 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, and then the 2 field goals. Damn, kid. That's just fucking tough. Dominated his dumb ass the whole fucking game. Nigga, what momentum? Nigga, you had no momentum. What momentum, kid? That's right now. Let's just, Lord Jesus. Yeah, I got smacked. Still lost. That should have been a dub. That don't even count. But we looking at the 49ers. 42-28. Oh, 32-15. 42-28. And then 48-7. Like, come on, bro. Nigga, you cannot beat me, dog. I'm sorry. You just can't no more. I own you. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for watching, man. Y'all have a good day. Have a blessed day. And for so long, I'll be back streaming the Super Bowl. This is your boy Tony, aka Quit Trying Me. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.